Well, as all of you all know, our chief guest today, a talented, accomplished, multifaceted, versatile actor in the film industry, but above all, a good human being. I now call upon Ms. RANI MUKERJI to say a few words and address this audience. RANI, if you wish, I can get you a mic there. Okay.
Oh my God, bringing the mask is like... Okay, so firstly I'd like to thank Sister Lucian, Dr. Ian, Dr. Beena, Father, everybody here at Holy Family for really welcoming me with such loving words and such warmth and such kindness. I think as actors we always want to be hearing good things. I think today was an overdose. And especially I'm missing Dr. Shariat the most here today because he is in fact my guiding pillar, my light, and somebody who I trust deeply. His wife is here today only because I told her that I won't go without her. So Ruby is here. Thank you, Ruby, for being here. Firstly, I'd like to say that my relationship with hospitals, or would you say doctors and nurses, started very earlier on in my life because my father has been quite critically ill for a long time. And since a very tender age, I used to go to Breach Candy Hospital every time with my dad and with my mom tagging me and my brother along because we were a small family unit. And I've seen my dad go through really difficult times in hospital, trying to get well, and I've seen the dedication and the service that the nurses and the doctors have given my father. And he survived 25 years after having 2-3 bypass surgeries. So I know what it takes, what is hospital life, because I've spent a lot of time from childhood, literally from the age of, say, 10. I've been in and out of hospital. So I've got this strange affinity or closeness towards doctors and nurses because I truly love and respect them from my heart. Also, I think my love for babies started maybe when I was 3 years old. I think I wanted to be a mom since I was 3. And of course, my dream got fulfilled when I was 37 years old. That's how long it took me to be a mother. But now, since I'm a mother, I think I do understand the problems, the dangers, and the threats that a woman goes through during pregnancy. Of course, I had a late pregnancy, so I also went through a lot. I was in hospital for 50 days, lying on the bed, so I used to joke with Dr. Shariat that right now I'm the life of Pi, like how the tiger was on the boat, I was on the hospital bed for 50 days, and I fought like the tiger. And my baby Adira fought like a tigress in my tummy, and she finally came out. She did go to NICU for a few days where the doctors had actually said that she might be in the NICU for a month. But the fighter that she is, she came out, she gave a big cry, so that kind of made sure that the lungs are okay. And then she also had a little poop. So we realized that all her functions are happening well. And doctor said, okay, so she's ready to go. And when it came time for breastfeeding, she started suckling immediately. So doctor said there's no point in us keeping Adira now. You're free to take the baby. But my 7 days in the NICU with Adira, I saw a lot of babies there. You know, babies who were, as they said, 800 grams, 1 kg, you know, different babies fighting different things over there. And it was really difficult as a parent to see that. And to see the other parents there with me, you know, struggling, you know, to have that baby pass those months, those days, you know, safely. So I think the service and the dedication that the nurses and the doctors have in the NICU, I think it's like it's literally God being there. For me, it's basically all angels. Like I always see nurses as angels because they're the ones who take care. my biggest role model and my life's biggest person has always been Mother Teresa. I've had the good fortune of meeting her in person as well when I was a baby in Calcutta, and just her, hand when I can't forget the day I shook hands with her and the blessing that she gave me. I think very earlier on, I think something of Mother Teresa kind of just came into my being, because when you meet such holy people, there is some holiness that is also given to you. So for me, I think my relationship with Holy Family Hospital, with God's grace, should always continue with many more institutions where through God I can be the medium to be able to help many more. Because I think these are the places where you actually see God in true human form. So thank you very much for all the love that you all have given me, and please never ever you guys have to say thank you to me, because I think this is the time that we all need to be together as humans, and this is what the world is all about, to be together and to help each other in time of love and need. Thank you.
Rani, that was an address directly from a very, very warm heart. I'm truly impressed. Thank you, Rani. Now, last but not the least, I call upon Mr. Felix Fernandez, our Finance Director, to give us a vote of thanks.
It was around this time, exactly 2 years ago, end of February, that the world, including us, India, watched with horror what was happening first in China, then also in Europe, and specifically Italy, where people were dying, bodies were lying in the corridors of hospitals. We have a ritual every day in the morning. We meet, senior people meet briefly for a short prayer and then plan the day. And we were wondering what's going to happen. Europe is far away, but I know that deep down we knew that India also would be affected. And then it did happen. It came to Kerala, and then very soon we had the first cases in Bombay. And the very distinct feeling that I can remember, and which I think a lot of people will remember for the rest of their life, was the horror. Because this was a new disease, nobody knew how to treat it, what were the protocols, what was the medication, was there a medication? And that is the time we came to the middle of March, where a lot of our other hospitals, very prestigious hospitals, started planning to shut down because doctors said, no, we can't come to work. Nurses said, no, we can't work. And briefly we discussed also here, how do we shut down? And then a miracle happened. And I think this is something I give a lot of credit to
The audience for bearing with us for such a long time. Thank you. Thanks, Rani. Ashi.
अरे यार वाइट ना करेगा फोटो अगर ऊँची हो जाएगा चलेगा
Ruby, you're much wanted here. Please.
keep on the mics here.
Yeah.
Keep on the mics here so that.
I can hold.
I'll just say what I have to say and I'll go, huh? No. We'll just finish.
Only 2-3
Yeah.
questions, ma'am.
Few. Chalo. Yes.
Rolling? So, ma'am, firstly, what do you want to say about the Holy Family and today inaugurations?
Firstly, I'd just like to say that I wish and pray that all the babies that come to Holy Family NICU, they all go back as fighters and they're going to fight their way through all the adversities and they'll overcome every difficulty and they'll go back home smiling with their parents, with their happy parents and relieved parents, because it's a very, very strange time when your baby is in NICU, because normally you expect to have your baby and go straight home, but there are certain times where there are high risk pregnancies and you go through a risk factor where you need to deliver the baby quickly. And thanks to all the lovely doctors and the nurses, I only pray with the bottom of my heart that all the babies are strong and they come out of here really happy and healthy. That's all I would like to say.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
तू हमेशा ऐसे करता है, पता है?
हम लोग चेयर भी निकाल
मुझे
देते हैं।
इमोशनल करता है बहुत। तुझे पता है मैं तेरे को ना नहीं बोल सकती।
Running one second, I'll just pull up the chair.
चल बाबा।
Thank you, Dee.
हमेशा ऐसा करता है तू।
जूम है ना करने दे इसके साथ डॉक्टर के साथ एक चाहिए
Thank you. Yes, sister.
Father, music fantastic.
Next time when COVID is disappeared, I'll come again to take picture without mask. No, I think just a few.
Yeah, good.
Just take one photograph.
Can I see?
Can I see?
Okay, ready? Okay, ready? 1, 2, one more time. Good.
Thank you.
Ruby? 5 seconds.
तुम गलत करते हो, ये खराब लगता है।
I wish we had transparent marks.
सुनील दादा संपलेला पुढे चालले होते संजय हे बघ सारा मारा वेट कम सिस्टर सर हेलो
Please,
बंद कर दो ना.
ओवरलोड हो गया. ओवरलोड.
बाय बाय.